Hey guys, I just put my son to bed and I was singing to him and I just said, Rock, I love you. And it just hit me, this whole picture of so many people in this world, their definition of love is completely screwed up. Like if someone says I love you to someone that was beaten by their dad, and after a beating, a few days later they say I love you, and then beats her again and says, oh, I love you. Or a dad that completely neglected their kids and says, oh, I love you. Or a mom that was just so destructive to your character and said, I love you. I didn't plan to talk or anything this evening, but this hit me. Now we go through life and we carry this definition of what love is for us. Maybe our parents told us that the only way that we're going to get affection and love is if we do our chores, or if we perform, or if we get good grades. So now we have a performance idea of love. Maybe we're judged like crazy, and then if you perform, they don't judge you and they say, I love you. What's your definition of love? I think about so many Christians out there that look at you and say, oh, God loves you. Now the problem is with that, if you have a distorted view of love, it is going to completely be so screwed up the way we would see God. Let alone our marriages. When someone says, I love you, what does it mean to them? The thing is, if we don't focus first on absolute inner healing, finding out who we are and loving who we are, when we love someone, it's going to come through such a distorted filter, and it'll come out as dysfunction and insecurities and control. Now I'm going to tell you a story. My first definition of love I found is I used to buy my wife flowers all the time, and I used to romance her. And she would always love that. And the thing is, though, I had a realization that the only reason I do that was for me. And I gave flowers to her. It was so selfish because it made me feel so good inside. And the thing is, one day I just realized I went through some healing, and I found out really who I was. I realized I was so selfish. And I realized I was giving flowers because of my selfishness. So I completely stopped giving flowers. Because I realized, oh, I don't need her anymore. I don't need her to give me that love anymore, what I thought was love. It was more of a performance or a feeling needed. And then 6 months later, I started something happening in my heart. My poor wife didn't get any flowers. But I realized, I don't need her anymore. Man, do I want her. I want her so bad in my life, and it was like I just fell in love with her. And I realized what love really was. Love was when I don't need her, but I want her. I don't need her to fix anything in my life, I just want her. And that was my first understanding of love. And it's just a layering through. But the thing is now, if someone doesn't know what love is, and you say you love them, you got to realize they may be not hearing what you intend. Anyways, this is my thoughts after putting my son to bed and telling him I loved him. And I just had to make a video. So I hope this touches someone. I hope this inspires someone like it inspires me. Thanks, guys.